You're with David House of Saving Health Ministries, and many of you are aware that Jonathan Berry has now been confirmed. Many may or may not know concerning his position on the Sabbath and his desire to bring in Sabbath laws or Sunday laws more specifically, because we know that the true Sabbath is Friday sunset until Saturday sunset. He has been confirmed as the Department of Labor head, and that is very important for the people of God considering his position. Notice this clip of him speaking about bringing in Sabbath laws.
Something I really encourage. I don't see a big, it's harder to see a big federal role for this. I think this is more a question of state and local law, is reinvigorating, where possible, Sabbath rest laws. To be very specific, like it used to be, this was basically the norm as best I've looked into this some. I'm working on some research on this. Literally dating back to Constantine and his recognition of Christianity in the Roman Empire, that you've had a pretty consistent tradition in Western civilization of taking Sunday off from commerce. This is a tradition that has roots not only in Christianity but in Judaism, right. And keeping the Sabbath holy, and having a time not only for, it's not merely from rest in the sense of abstinence from work, but it's rest for time with God, time worshiping God. It's rest for time with community, and even in between is time with family.
Now that you've seen the clip, let's check out this article in light of that specific clip. Notice the article headline. It says, 10 reasons why Jonathan Berry's nomination is a threat to women. Now, most people look at things from a carnal perspective, and we know that, women are talking about those who are not male in our society. But let's look at it with a spiritual lens. What is a woman in Bible prophecy? We know that a woman represents the church based on 2 Corinthians 11 and verse 2, as well as Ephesians chapter 5, 23 to 25. So with the understanding that a woman represents the church in Bible prophecy, we can see that Jonathan Berry is a threat to the church because he is looking to bring in Sabbath laws. Notice here in the same article under number 9 about the second half of the first paragraph on number 9, where it says he undermines strong wages and supports weakening worker protections. It says, additionally, instead of supporting overtime policies that would benefit all workers, he has proposed religiously based policies like overtime pay for the Sabbath, talking about Sunday, not the true Sabbath, which would default to observance on Sunday and could disadvantage non-Christian workers. So he wants to bring in Sabbath laws. He wants to encourage states to bring in Sabbath laws, which means essentially he would be in support of a national Sunday law. This is very significant because we know that the close of probation will be at the Sunday law. And on near to that time frame, whether the same day or the next day, but near to that time frame, we're going to see the day go dark. We know that Amos 8, verse 8 and 9 talks about the day going dark at noon. And this will lead to the 7 judgments that will take place once Sunday is enforced by law. Brothers and sisters, we could see a Sunday law much sooner than you think. And it is high time for us to be sure that we are right with God every day that we are blessed with life. Time is running out, and now's the opportunity to make things right with God and make things right with your fellow man. Please do not be distracted by everything in our world taking place. Let us take time to pray. Let us take time to fast. Let us take time to search and study the scriptures and promote the fourth angel's message so that we can give a boost to the truth concerning God's 7-day Sabbath. And because America will enforce Sunday, is going to lead to these 7 judgments that will bring on calamities. Why 7? Because God's perfect day, God's rest day, God's blessed day, God's sanctified day is the Sabbath, Friday sunset until Saturday sunset. Please, let us be about our Father's business. Let us push forward the fourth angel's message, because those who are familiar with the fourth angel and refuse to co-labor with Jesus in pushing this message will make themselves disqualified at the loud cry after the dark day to be used by Jesus. If God can't trust you now, and you've been exposed to this message, and you know it to be truth, and you've seen it from the Bible, and you don't promote it, how will God use you after the Sunday law? Many are deceived. When God sends light to the church, you have a duty to not just understand that light, but to preach and share that light. Let us be about our Father's business. Let us share the message for this time, which is present truth, and that is the fourth angel's message. God bless.